After 7 years, why did you leave the group?
I was sacked.
Mick Jones, when and how did you meet Joe Strummer?
We used to play in a band called the 101ers, and we used to go and see him play. And also we saw him down the employment exchange once a week. We would go and get our dole money, and he used to come in there, he used to look like a tramp with a bike.
Yeah.
And we knew him from his group, and we said, we really like you, and we don't think the group is very good, why don't you join us?
Yeah.
And so that's what we sort of said to him.
What did Clash bring to the world?
A bit of out of control, really. We were sort of out of control.
Yeah. After 7 years, why did you leave the group?
I was sacked.
Sacked? Why?
Yeah, well, I think that there was a lot of like political stuff behind, but basically I was sort of shouting out too much, you know, that what I thought should be, you know, instead of like going along with everybody else. You know.
What do you think of earthquake weather?
Oh, it's been pretty nasty if you haven't got an umbrella.
Yeah. If Clash had continued, would it be today like you two?
Well, I don't know, because probably not.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't in it.
Why did you decide to stop B.A.D?
Well, after I left the Clash, I spent a lot of time going to clubs and like getting into that, the dance thing, you know. And I wanted to make music like that I would be able to hear in clubs. Really, that was the main.
You said it's better to have a super look than to know how to play. Do you still think that?
Well, yeah, I do think that's part of it, you know. I think it's better to have a really good idea than anything, though.
And now, what did B.A.D bring to the world?
Oh, well, we sort of, we have music from all different parts, you know, it's a place where it comes together.
Yeah.
Really, I think that's one of the main things, and we're also getting people to dance. You know, there's a lot of kids who go to rock concerts and they don't sort of feel able to dance, you know, that maybe they can slam into each other. But
you use a lot of sampling, and you quote easily Stravinsky, who said a great composer doesn't imitate, he steals. Do you steal music?
Well, not really, because I think we do it really imaginatively, you know. If you just take somebody else's music and make a hit and it's still their tune.
Clash was better on records and B.A.D is better on stage. Why don't you do a live album?
Yeah, it's a good idea. We might do.
You will do it?
Well, yeah. If we run out of ideas, then we'll do it.
You called your last album Phoenix Megatop. Is it because you nearly died last winter?
The phoenix part is the mythological bird that rises from the ashes, yeah. And megatop is like a really great acid word on the house scene, you know, in England. It means like it's really great.
What fever and pain inspired you during that winter in the hospital?
Well, I didn't want to come out and make a record, you know, oh, I've been in the hospital and it's been really bad. Yeah. It was more of a celebration of life, you know. That was it. I think we were saying that, you know, life is worth living if you're lucky enough to get the chance to live it.
You recorded it at the Kong studio, the King's studio.
That's right.
You said they were as huge as the Beatles or the Stones, but less recognized.
Yeah, I think that in terms of the output of their songs, and they're vastly underrated, really. You know.
So how is Ray Davies today?
He's all right. I mean, this is the first time I get to meet him, you know, and I have to hide. The first day I meet him, he locked me in the toilet.
Yeah, why?
Well, I don't know, because I suppose I wasn't supposed to go in there. But it's kind of crazy to have locks on the outside of the toilet.
What do you think about the multiracial society now in England?
Well, it's nothing I really ever thought about, you know. It's not, when we formed the band, we didn't think, oh, we're going to have 2 black guys and 3 white guys. You know, that's just the way that we mix there. It's like that kind of, you know, West Indians and English people.
Do the races mix better in England than in New York, for instance?
Yeah, I think in New York you tend to have segregated ghettos. where everybody of the same community lives, and then next block is a different community. Whereas in London, anyway, it's pretty mixed.
Why don't you like Margaret Thatcher?
It's very subtle. What they've done is they've taken your hope away from you, and any chance that you may further yourself, and it's done in a very clever way. Like, you know what Saatchi and Saatchi is? Well, it's done in that kind of way, so you don't even notice it, you know, and they use the media, and they use the newspapers and television, and pretty soon people are dead without even knowing it. You know, so that is the kind of thing that, I mean, it's almost too late. We can just stop it getting worse. We can't make it get any better.
You know that people are raving about you here in France.
Well, I haven't really noticed.
Et pour être sûr de ne rien rater de Arditube, abonnez-vous et mettez un pouce bleu.